What's up, y'all? It's your girl Wendy, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing to your girl's channel. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. A1 since day one, or however long you've been here. I sure appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking about already, man. It's all up. So today I am showing you guys a different look. This is the I had these nails on for about a week and a half, something like that. No, I think 2 weeks. I don't know, child. But this is the second time that I've changed the wait. This is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time where I've changed the daggone polish. And so I like to keep the set on for a month. And so I'm very intentional on what shapes I use. I really like square because I can fix square the way I like to. But sometimes I got to go back to the basics. Sometimes I just got to go back to coffin. I wore coffin for the longest. So what I did in the beginning of the video was apply Lisette Gel Nails Dehydrator. And now I'm using her base, rubber base coat. And so what I'm doing with that is I like to put that on before I apply any type of hard gel or dip powder or anything like that. Like I like to keep the nail because I changed the polish. So sometimes what ends up happening is that the nails become lumpy and or bumpy. So what I started doing was using my sanding band. Like once I take all the polish off with a either medium or coarse bit, no higher than 12. So I do 10 on my left hand and then 10,000 RPM on my left hand and then 12,000 on my right hand. And I do it like that because with my left, like when I use my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand on my right hand, I kind of get nervous. So I turn it up so that way I don't have to apply that much pressure, if that makes sense. So I'm doing my left hand today, and I'm using lemon yellow. Lemon yellow. She tried it. I tried it. So I'm using bright yellow and yellow, as well as a Beetles gel polish. I have Gel Beauty's blooming gel and some glitter that I got from one of the glitters is a builder gel glitter from Savvyland, and then I had miraculously I had some daggone glitter that matched. So I said, oh, we fit that glitter right there. That girl, ain't that glitter pretty? So I'm just putting this on, doing like a French type deal, and then making sure that I push the gel in. Look at this. Ain't this glitter pretty? Child, I ain't know I had glitter like that match. I got so much daggone nail stuff, it ain't even funny. Child, you remember when we was on lockdown, and for those of you who tried to like buy nail stuff and couldn't get it, and so finally we were able to get it, child, I still got stuff from when we was on lockdown that I ain't even bust open, child. And I'm just I'm just looking like, girl, like this don't make no sense, sis. You got to do better. You got to do better. So I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do a full cover nail. And so what I'm doing is making sure that I don't wipe off the tacky layer, and I'm putting the glitter on. So now I'm going to use the Builder gel glitter, and I'm going to apply it evenly. A very thin coat, so that way I don't have any issues with curing it. Can't remember how many quotes. Oh Lord, child. Can't remember how many can't remember how many coats I did. I know of the yellow I did about 3 to 4 coats. And on my index finger, what I did with that was I mixed the bright yellow and then the yellow together, and so it made it like a different type color. So I'm really liking this look. Really put myself out there doing ombre with glitter again. And I did that off the strength of Miss Marianne when she said that my nails didn't look bad, so I tried it again, child. um I don't know how long I'm gonna keep them on though, but it turned out much better than before. So, child, I got a story time for y'all because I ain't had one in a minute. I'm tell y'all about the time where we went to the range. Whenever, cause for y'all who don't know, I was in the Army 13 years, 11 months, 7 days. So basically, we were preparing to go to No, we were not. At this time, we were not preparing to go to war. However, we like would go to the range because you got to go to the range twice a year. You got to take two PT tests a year. You got to do your hearing. You got to do your vision. The Army wants you to be a well trained, kept up machine. Okay, so we're at the range, and so we have M16s. I had many different. Like I had a 249, M249, which is a saw. I had a pistol at one time. I had I know how to fire the M60 as well as the 50 cal. So like I was sent to do like a lot of different stuff, and all that stuff like really built up your girl's resume. So we're at the range, and this is nothing new, you know what I'm saying? You make sure you bring you some snacks, and if you don't have snacks, you make sure you bring you some cash because the gut truck gonna come through. But when if you eat the wrong thing off the gut truck, yeah, your gut is gonna be in your behind, okay? All right, so we're at the range and we're firing, and so like I look up, child, and we're actively firing. Okay, like it rains, rounds are going down range. Okay, so you're taught in basic safety measures. The safety measures aren't really like and they're not like really talked about when you get to your active duty unit, but like they give you rules of the range, if that makes sense. So they don't go as in depth as they did when we were in basic, but you still get the same rules as a refresher or whatever, right? So we're firing, do 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 do, and so I look up and I see like this cloud, and in the cloud it looks like glitter. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like um what's the like iridescent glitter. That's what it looked like. It looked like iridescent glitter that was like in this one big cloud. And so I'm looking like, man, like that is so cool. Look at it. So this is just bright yellow right here. I'm like, look at it. So the cloud is getting closer and closer until finally the cloud engulfs me and Lee, because he was in the foxhole with me, you know what I'm saying? It engulfs us, you know what I'm saying? And it starts going down range. And I'm talking about everybody, okay? Even the bystanders. So I breathe in deep. Child, yo girl start choking. Okay? Forget a range. Forget that we got live rounds. Forget that we have weapons. I'm getting up out of this daggone foxhole because I can't breathe. And so, like, if I remember, if I remember correctly, we did have our mask, but the mask is not going to do you too much good if you have already been gassed before you put your mask on. So, child, people running up, and I'm not like, this is not an exaggeration, child. Folks are running up out of the daggone foxhole because it's that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't breathe, like you choking, like your nose is running, eyes is running, legs running. You finna be on the toilet after you get done. And then once you get, cause we were gassed with CS gas. And so with the CS gas, like that smell does not come up off you like hardly at all. Like imagine it as if like say you went to a hub, like you know how you go to a hibachi restaurant or a hookah lounge, or you're somewhere where people are smoking and that smell don't come up off you and it's like in your hair. Like that's how it is with the gas, Matt. Like with the CS gas. It's the same exact way. It doesn't, and then like because I believe I was in the barracks at the time, so I brought all of that gear from the range into my room in the barracks, into the closet, and so now my room has the faint smell of CS gas. And so like at the time it was Staff Sergeant Wine, and I want to say it was Specialist Thomas who did never do nothing. I ain't talking about Thomas that worked in the motor pool. I'm talking about Thomas that worked in supply. For those of you who know, those who know, and those who don't. But y'all know who I'm talking about, 249. So they sitting over there and they laughing, and we're like miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurt so bad. And I ain't really got, if you can't tell, I ain't really got over it because I'm looking like what would possess you to gas unsuspecting people, and we're like not at that type of range. Like, it wasn't like some tactical type thing that we were doing. Like, we're qualifying for the 6 months we have to qualify for. So, child, I had always looked upside Thomas. Oh, as a matter of fact, that's I take that back. We were training for deployment because we already knew we had to deploy. Because I was like, Thomas was there? Yeah, Thomas was there because we had to pick him because we had to like do a medevac or like a faux medevac. And so Thomas was the biggest guy. So it's me and like some other women and like two men or something trying to lift this dude up on a stretcher and take him like 50 to 100 yards to where he got to be medevac to. And that made me so mad because I'm looking like this dude don't never do nothing. It's always, it's always one in the army that don't never really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so Thomas just happened to be that guy. And so he's sitting on there, eyes closed as we lifted him up. I let, after we got to where we were at, because I think I had his right foot. So after we got where we was going, child, I let that stretcher down so hard because it wasn't just Thomas. We had like everybody on our team had to be on the stretcher, and we had to like take these people throughout these different places. And what gets me is that we trained for a war that was not what we should have been training for, if that makes sense. Like, we were using like outdated techniques and stuff like that because they didn't know that the landscape of the war had changed. So yeah, child, that was a pre-deployment, honey. Never again will I. And so initially, like, being deployed was cool. Like, I met some very cool people, people that will forever be dear to my heart, even though I may not talk to them or anything like that. Like, you do form a camaraderie when you're deployed with some people, you know what I'm saying? And so, would I recommend, would I want my daughter to go into the armed forces? I would not. I would prefer that she like go to school or something, you know what I'm saying? But even if she don't want to go to like college, like if she wanted like just do something, get a trade, do something. You got to do something. You can't just, walk around and just be pretty. I mean, well, I guess she can because people are making buku bucks off of Instagram and sponsorships and all that. But I just want, for her to figure out her own path, but not have, as much heartache and headache. And so, yeah, these are the nails. And didn't want to have on the middle finger that huge line of demarcation, but hey, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think the nails look good. I really tried to think outside the box for a different type of nail. And so because I didn't do the glitter right the first time, well, I guess I did do it right, but I just didn't have any faith in myself. I just decided to come and redo it. So I'm going to try to do one hand at a time and then maybe both hands at once or something. I don't know, child. To give you guys different looks so I can push out more nail videos. And so nail videos are what I'm going to be concentrating on. Nail videos and weight loss videos are what I'm going to be concentrating with for the month of April. I'm going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday putting the video out. And then Fridays or Saturdays, I hope to get out the weight loss videos. So, just for the month of April, so now I get the opportunity to put my crafts up. Just trying to do a little experiment and see what works better on YouTube. And so this has been Journey with Wendy. I mean, she, her, and Wendy. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down below or hit your girl up at Journey with Wendy with the I, not a Y, at gmail.com. And with that, you know what that means, that your girl is what? Your girl is AO.